Children of the earth tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the earth tribe, rise up. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today, I'm going to do a pick a prayer. Pick a prayer with angel affirmations and a Whispers of Lord Ganesha oracle card. So for pile number 1, we have this bell. For pile number 2, we have this one. It's got a cool little shape. And for pile number 3, we have that one. So I'm going to give you a moment to pick your piles. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. And I'm over halfway to a community tab, and I'm super excited about it. Super excited about it. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you for all your subscriptions and likes and all that good stuff. So pile number 1, if you pick pile number 1, remember pile number 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So for pile number 1, you pick pile number 1, which is this one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. Your oracle card is blessings. Ooh. Daydream, listen, and your prayer is the Empress. Blessings, which is the number 44 card. I think these cards are beautiful. It says you are divinely protected. Ganesha asks you to consider what exactly it is that you want at this time. He asserts that your desires are within your reach. The universe is conspiring to help you achieve your aspirations. Since the universe is in harmony with your desires, the how will transpire effortlessly. So in case some of y'all needed that confirmation, you are divinely protected and guided. You have daydream. So you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receive without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feeling, vision, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the secret of creativity. Listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires. A quiet mind and body, it hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. So, listen, blessings, the Empress. The Empress in Tarot is a very fertile, nurturing, motherly card. That's like the fertile ground card. That's anything that you are planting seeds into are guaranteed to grow type of card. It also can represent Taurus or Libra because they're both ruled by Venus. And anything that's ruled by Venus is just an abundance of love, right? Abundance. For the daily prayer with the Empress, this is number 3 card. How can I thank thee, dear Lord, for the many blessings of love and life that surround me? May I ever be aware of thy blessings as I approach this new day. Let me fill my heart and soul with fresh hope. Let the love that passeth all understanding be mine this day. I pray for the fullness of thy mercy to relieve me of my anxieties. I give thanks for all my loved ones, and I pray that I will have the strength to let them know today how much I am blessed by their love and concern for my well-being. I am a child of God. I am well blessed, and this day I will feel abundant with the love of God and my dear ones. The light that I feel in this prayer I will carry as a living flame within me. I pray that all those I meet today will share the warmth that is mine and feel the strength of this beautiful blessing. Amen. So man's blessings are plentiful. God's gifts are abundant. Man must endeavor to acknowledge and give thanks to the source of his rich inheritance. The reward of earthly labor is achieved in heaven. Must man learn that his status in the world is only temporary, and by the way he conducts his life here is measured the internal growth of his soul. Beautiful, beautiful way to start out the prayers there, pile number 1. Let's move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, if you pick this bell. Pile number 2. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. I love that little bell. Your whispers of Lord Ganesh are positive outlook. Ooh. Life purpose. See only love. And the magician. Nice. So positive outlook is a number 29 card. Like the oracle cards are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, look at the artwork on that card. Beautiful. How you feel depends on your own mental attitude. Like my favorite saying, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. The many faces of Ganesha are reflected in how you feel about the different aspects of your life: spirituality, health, fitness, relationships, and emotional well-being. It is important to remember the circumstances are not good or bad, but always neutral. It is how you approach the situation that will determine your outcome. If you choose to see something as depressing, it will be. If you choose to see it as encouraging, it will be. You have no idea the power of your mind. We are so powerful in our mind. Like, we get to choose how we feel. Outside circumstances don't get to make us feel that way. We get to choose how we feel. And nobody can take that from us, you know? Sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes it's the most powerful tool that we will ever own. We have life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. And you have the Magician card. On purpose with purpose. Like I got my recovered on purpose. Recovered on purpose. With my pen recovered on purpose. And I got a book. An autographed book and a t-shirt. I am definitely part of the Recovered on Purpose family. And I am very proud to be recovered on purpose. On purpose with purpose. So the Magician is a card of manifestation. Is taking all the tools that are available to you and applying them to life, right? Taking that tool of knowing that you are responsible for how you feel. You know, that you can't have a bad day with a good attitude. You can't have a good day with a bad attitude. The Magician is a number 1 card. It says, this day, dear Lord, my needs weigh heavy, filling my heart and mind with apprehension. There is so much I want to accomplish, and I am in need of the divine strength. I know that all I have to do is reach out and let thy love permeate my whole being, and all is mine. If I forget, dear Father, let me feel the comfort of thy everlasting love. Let me recognize thee in everyone I see today. When I am called upon to make decisions that affect not only myself but others, let me first come to thee for heavenly reassurance. May I ever be conscious that success is only of this earth, and all that I do should be with thee in mind. Thou art ever with me in every decision, every hope, every hurt. I pray that thy presence bless all I do today. Amen. Amen. Before man are the tools of higher consciousness. As he becomes involved with the material plane, he is given all he needs to achieve success here on earth. As he develops his ego, he must endeavor to retain his spiritual equilibrium and use his God-given tools to reach his heavenly goal. On purpose with purpose. All right, those are your prayers and affirmations and oracle cards. Pile number 2. I greatly appreciate you being here. Remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude. On to pile number 3. Pile number 3. You chose this bell. That one's very soothing sounding. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. Your Ganesha card is prosperity. Your angel affirmations are have confidence, relationship, and your prayer for the day is the world. Prosperity. A number 45 card, which breaks down to a 9. You have the ability to manifest prosperity into your daily life. Ganesh asks that you work on your integrating and accepting the spiritual truth that you create your own reality. Truly understanding this makes all the difference when it comes to prosperity. You are responsible for generating your success. It is your divine right to do so. A job in itself does not bring you riches. Abundance is more than a job or having money. It is an attitude. It is about living with appreciation and gratitude daily for all the blessings that are bestowed on your life. Right? It is easy to forget or neglect the gifts that you receive day after day from the universe. It's really easy to look at all the things that we don't have instead of the things that we do have, you know? And if we focus on all that we don't have, then all we'll have is more focusing on all that we don't have instead of being grateful for, you know, like I woke up the other day and my roof was leaking, or I went home from work and my roof was leaking. And I could have been, you know, I was a little worried about it, but I was still really thankful for the fact that I had a roof to begin with, you know, like, wow, well, at least I have a roof. There's so many people out there that don't even have a roof. It says relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God. Every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Have confidence. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buy you your courage and faith. The world. World talks about the ending of cycles, beginning the completion of cycles. The many different worlds that we live in, one decision away from living in a completely different world all the time, right? I mean, Jack could have went through any one of these doors, and there's a different world behind all of them. This really is our very own choose your own adventure book, you know? We're always one decision away. Think about how many things happen in one day. In one day, someone falls in love. In one day, someone's born. In one day, someone dies. You know, in one day, you make a decision that changes your life forever. In one day, you make a decision that makes you spiral into a whole other type of situation. But all it takes is one day. In one day. And one day, I decided that I was going to recover on purpose. And now I am a recovered on purpose. You know, one day I decided that I was going to stop living the life that I was living. Now I'm living a whole different life. You know, I chose to walk through into a different world. Make the necessary changes to get out of where I was at. And having faith, man. Like I woke up or we came home and my roof was leaking. You know, all I said was like, I I know you've got this. Spirit, God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. I have faith that it will be taken care of, you know. I'm just blessed that I have a roof over my head. The World is a number 21 card, which is a 3. It says, release me, Father, from my insecurity. Help me to do what I must do this day. Liberate me from limitations of my own thoughts. May I be generous in my opinions and allow for the success of others. Let me face any changes with courage and understanding. Grant me the grace to see that change is a new experience I must accept in order to grow spiritually. Take away any fear I may have and replace it with the courage to see and acknowledge the changing world and how I must grow with it. I thank thee for thy many blessings, and I ask thee, dear Father, to give me thy special blessing today on all that I may do. I pray for confidence and guidance, and in all humility I accept whatever responsibility may be given to me. Stay with me, dear Father, and share this special day with me. Amen. The soul goes on and on, gathering experience after experience within God's universal plan. One experience gives birth to another throughout the eternal cycle of life and death. Existence is continuous, ever-changing, but never-ending. As the soul of the man passes from one form to another, each life he lives is only a glimpse into eternity, a chance for him to refocus and refine his ideal goals towards God's will. Each time fear and indecision must be overcome, so that the soul can take one more step upwards onto the journey back to its eternal source, and in doing so, realizing that it is a part of God, an immortal manifestation of God's unlimited love. Amen. Well, those are some beautiful cards. All piles had beautiful cards. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Amazing cards for the day, you guys. Well, remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude. And that choice is always, always, always ours, man. Always ours. I know it's hard. It's hard in the middle of some chaotic confrontation or some seemingly shitty thing that happens to us. But our attitude and how we respond to things are always our choice. All right? I love you guys. Vroom. Beep, beep.